Hi guys, happy Monday or happy whatever day you happen to be watching this video. My name is Macy. I am a full-time fashion reseller, and on this channel I put out reselling content to help you succeed at your reselling business. So if that sounds like something that interests you, feel free to hit subscribe down below and tap that notification bell so that you know next time I put out a new video. Today I have a what sold video for you guys, and I'm wearing one of my comfiest sweaters because the weather in Pittsburgh, where I currently am, has decided to be very bipolar. One day is 70 degrees and another day is snowing. So you never know what you're gonna get. Currently it's very cold and rainy, so I am bundled up to keep myself warm because I get cold very easily. We're going to be looking at sales from October 31st through November 6th, so the first week of November, and it was a pretty good week for me, so I got lots of good stuff to share with you guys. We're going to go through all of my sales over $15 in profit before my cost of goods, and then we're going to go over some of my lowest profit sales to round us out. To kick us off, the first thing that sold was a J. Crew beige wool blend coat in a size large. It sold on Poshmark for $80, and after Poshmark fees and a shipping discount of $1.50, I made $62.50. It took 301 days to sell. Wow. I listed this in winter time of 2021, but it waited until the following winter to sell. That's okay. Happy to see this move for such a good price. That was a consignment item, so $31 went on to my consignee. The next sale was a Lily Pulitzer blue and pink floral Henley top in a size medium. It sold on eBay for $24.74, and I profited $16.07. It took 16 days to sell. This was a consignment item that I got off of the FLYP app. I really enjoy picking up consignment lots on FLYP because then I can choose lots that have items that I specifically like to resell, and I stay away from lots that have brands that I know I can't sell very well or don't sell fast for me, and just pick out the lots that have the items that bring in a decent profit for me and are easy for me to sell. If you have not tried FLYP yet, I do have links in the description down below. One, if you want to be a pro seller with FLYP, which means that you get consignment lots off of FLYP and resell the items for your client, and another if you want to be the client. The next thing to sell was an Eileen Fisher gray open knit linen silk cardigan in a size large. It sold on eBay for $43.94, and I profited $32.52 after fees. It only took 12 days to sell, so I was pretty pumped about that one. I paid full price for that at a Goodwill. I paid $5.29 for it, and I got it because Eileen Fisher is a really good brand to resell if the item is in good condition and it's not too dated of a style. I love picking up Eileen Fisher as it usually sells for pretty decent prices and quickly. The next sale was a Talbot navy blue nautical corduroy blazer in a size 6. It sold on Poshmark for $29, and I profited $21.70. It took 302 days to sell. So that was a pretty good sale for me, but my gosh, it took a while. I only paid $1 for that. I got it at a Goodwill Dollar Day. I love to advertise things as nautical whenever they are navy blue and white or navy blue and gold. If it just has that nautical look to it, I definitely use that keyword because I think it helps bring some more attention to the item. Still figuring out Talbots. With every Talbots item I sell, it always seems to have one of the things going for it. It might sell for a good price but take a really long time to sell, or it might sell quickly but not for a really good price. It can't be a win-win for Talbots, it seems. The next thing to sell was a Susie Chin by Maggie Boutique purple cocktail dress in a size 16. It sold on eBay for $38.94, and I profited $26.96. It took 158 days to sell. That used to be a consignment item from a FLYP lot, but that lot expired, so I did a buyout for the remaining items that had yet to sell. So the price I allocated for this item was around $9. This would have sold faster, but I had a mistake in the listing. I realized, at least for the Poshmark listing, I did not list the item as the size that it actually was. I listed it as a size 12 and it said 16 everywhere else. It said 16 in the title and the description and everything, and I was like, oh shoot. Someone let me know in the comments of the listing. They're like, is this actually a size 12 or is it a size 16? I was like, oh, my bad. It is a size 16. So once I corrected the listing, it didn't take too long to sell after that. The next thing to go was a Show Me Your Moo white ruffle off the shoulder dress in a size medium. It sold on Poshmark for $44 and I profited $33.70. It took 189 days to sell. Once again, this was an item that I did a buyout for from a prior flip lot, so my cost of goods allocated to this item was about $17. This lot that I had got had a ton of Show Me Your Moo dresses, and a lot of them did not sell because it takes a really long time, apparently. Did not previously know this, but it takes a pretty long time to sell Show Me Your Moo bridesmaids dresses, at least if you're trying to get a certain price for them. If you're willing to mark them down to like $30 each, you could probably sell them pretty fast, but I started off a lot higher because they were pretty expensive initially, and you can get them to sell for a good price if you're willing to wait a bit. The next sale was a Denim and Supply Ralph Lauren black military style peacoat in a size extra small. It sold on eBay for $49.44 and I profited $32.59. It took 47 days to sell. As soon as I saw this at the Goodwill, I knew it was a winner because Denim and Supply by Ralph Lauren is a pretty good brand to resell, especially if you can find it in a really cool style like this, something a little bit more unique. That's usually what sells well for Denim and Supply. The only thing I was worried about with this is it being a size extra small, but it didn't hold it back too much. The next sale was a Banana Republic pair of black slow and fit dress pants in a size 6. They sold on Poshmark for $28 and I profited $20.90. It only took 2 days to sell. That was actually pretty incredible. I love selling this style of Banana Republic dress pants. Keep a lookout for slow and fit. Make sure to look it over real good to make sure there's no significant flaws on it, because I've made that mistake of picking up dress pants and they have either wear at the crotch or there's like weird iron marks on them and stuff. Like, you just gotta be careful with some materials. But this specific style of dress pants is very popular and I can usually find it marked down for $1 at my Goodwills during their dollar days, because people just aren't always shopping for dress pants at your local Goodwill, or there's just such a large selection of dress pants available that people don't buy these like very popular styles if it's not in their size, and because they'll find something else in their size to buy. So I often come across these popular styles of dress pants that have been there for weeks and weeks and have finally been marked down to $1, and I'm able to scoop them up and resell them very quickly and for pretty good prices online. So I know the dress pants section is kind of difficult to get through, but it's worth it a lot of times, especially if your Goodwill has a $1 day. The next thing to sell was an ML Monique. I'm not even gonna try with the second part because I don't remember how it's pronounced. But you can see it up here on the screen. It's a very expensive brand. New with tags, pink bow front guipure lace midi dress in a size 12. That sold on eBay for $108.47, and after fees I profited $85, and it took 174 days to sell. That was a consignment item, so $51 went on to my consignee, and I was so happy to see this dress sell. Apparently this particular dress was also sold in Anthropologie, so a lot of them had not gone for like the highest of prices, which surprised me because it was such a pretty dress. So I kind of lowered my expectations a little bit on what I thought this dress would sell for, and I was pretty happy with what it ended up going for. I'm sure someone picked it up for some sort of holiday party, since that's the kind of season that we're in. I'm seeing a lot more cocktail dress sales and like the fancier items that I have in my closet, they're all moving right now, which is really cool. So if you're outsourcing, make sure to keep an eye out for things that people can wear to holiday parties, because they're going to be shopping for them online. The next sale was a Ted Baker white navy diamond print button-down shirt for men. It was in a size 6, which translates to a US extra large. It's a little hard to figure that one out. The first time I sold it, because this isn't the first time, the first time I sold it, it sold on eBay and I had listed it as a size extra large, still saying size 6, which is what the size tag says, but I wanted to also have the US equivalent, but it was kind of hard to figure out, so I put extra large. The person that received it said it was too big, so then I was like, okay, maybe I should try listing it as an extra large instead. I accepted the return, even though I didn't have to, because I have no returns accepted on eBay and you're allowed to reject due to fit. I just went ahead and accepted the return and then relisted the item as an extra large this time instead. And this time it sold on Poshmark, so even less chance of getting a return here. And hopefully the extra large is a better representation of the size. Anyways, it sold for $40, I profited $32, and it took 133 days to sell. My cost of goods went up a little bit for this since I had to just eat the shipping cost for the first time that it sold on eBay. So my cost of goods was $14, but it still led for a pretty good profit after cost of goods for that item. Love selling men's items because there are so many times when a guy will come along and just scoop an item right up off of Poshmark or eBay, wherever, for full price, full asking price. They don't care. They don't send an offer, just purchase at full price. Happens like, I would say 50% of the time with my men's items, which is amazing. That's a lot higher than it is with the women's items, I'll tell you that much. And I think it's just because there's less men's items available for sale, less competition, people are willing to pay full price. The next thing to sell was a We the Free beige waffle knit thermal top in a size extra small. Sold on Poshmark for $20. I profited $16 and it took 94 days to sell. This was another consignment item. Quite a few consignment items on this list of bestsellers. That was another one from a flip lot, and $10 went on to my consignee. I really like selling We the Free and Free People thermal tops, like the waffle knit tops. The ones with the lace or patchwork or interesting sleeve cuffs are definitely going to sell for a lot more money than just the solid color, non-embellished thermal tops. There was one thermal top that I got from this same client a few months back that was like a tribal pattern that sold for a really good price. Don't remember what it was, but I'll pop it up on the screen so you can see it. And my client was very happy with how much I was able to get for her for that top, because until you look some of these things up, like, you don't know which Free People tops are more rare and desirable and people are willing to pay more money for than others. The next sale was a Wolford blush pink bodysuit in a size large. It sold on Poshmark for $30. After fees, I profited $24 and it took 137 days to sell. This was another item that my flip lot had completed for. It was a prior consignment item. I did a buyout, so my cost of goods there was $11. And this item in particular had a flaw in the shoulder. It had like a stain and a teeny tiny little hole. It wasn't really that noticeable, like unless you were holding it in a certain light you couldn't really see it. So I was hoping that that wouldn't prevent it from selling, and it didn't, but I might have gotten even more for this bodysuit because Wolford is a very expensive brand for bodysuits, and it seems like people seek them out. So definitely, if ever you find a Wolford bodysuit, it's probably worth paying up for. Hopefully you can find one that's not flawed. The next sale was an airy pink brown floral chill play move pair of leggings in a size small. They sold on Poshmark for $24 and I profited $17.70. They took 82 days to sell. And I paid $4 for those from a TJ Maxx. I got them on clearance. I thought they were super cute, and I really enjoy selling airy chill play move leggings. Not as much as I used to because they're sitting a lot more for me lately and not going for as much money, but these were an exception to that. They sat for a little bit, but They ended up going for $24, so I'm very happy with that. I think the pattern really helped these sell for a little bit more because most of the ones that I find are plain Jane. Also, leggings with pockets on the sides that can hold like a cell phone or something, more desirable than just the plain no pocket chill play move leggings. The next sale was a pair of Guess silver snakeskin patterned heels in size 8.5. They sold on Poshmark for $32. I profited $25.60, and they took 5 days to sell. That was an outright purchase, which was so amazing because obviously I just listed them that week. So I was super pumped about that. And it was also a consignment item. So $13 went on to my consignee. I had no idea that these would sell quickly. I was honestly shocked, especially since they were a little worn. They had like a stain on the side. You know, they were clearly used on the bottom. Not too bad, but they weren't in perfect condition. So I was pretty shocked at how quickly those sold. The next sale was a Joie blue wool cashmere embellished sweater in a size small. It sold on Poshmark for $35, and after Poshmark fees I made $28, and it took 34 days to sell. Not too shabby. That was an item that I got from a flip lot, so $18 went on to my consignee. If I found this out in the wild, I would totally pick it up because it has a lot going for it. It's cashmere, embellished. Joie is a good brand. Like, come on, can't beat that. I was actually surprised that it didn't go for more money, but $35 is within the range of the sold comps that I was seeing. So it didn't surprise me in terms of comps, but before looking up the comps, I thought that this would go for even more. The next sale was a Parker Nika printed white and teal cocktail dress in a size small. It sold on Mercari for $65. I profited $56, and it took 71 days to sell. This was again a consignment item. $34 went on to my consignee, and it's one of my first times. It might be my first time actually selling a Parker dress. I don't know if I've ever sold one before. I've definitely seen them at like Nordstrom Rack and stuff, but I think they were too expensive for my taste. So this was my first time actually getting the chance to resell Parker, which was very exciting. This wasn't the most desirable of styles, which is fine. It still sold for a pretty good price, and it didn't take too long to sell for, so I'm happy with it. The next sale was a pink Victoria's Secret gray Wish for Pink sequin back hoodie in a size extra small. It sold on Mercari. Of course, Mercari is the pink Victoria's Secret queen, and it sold for $22. After fees, I made $18.86, and it took 85 days to sell. This was missing its drawstring, so that might have impacted the price a bit. Plus, I think I mentioned it was a bit worn. This was again a consignment item, and $9 went on to my consignee. The next sale was a pair of Madewell skinny dark wash jeans in a size 25. They sold on Poshmark for $23. I profited $16.90, and they took 10 days to sell. I love the faster flip, especially since this item was from my $50 thrift haul challenge video, which if you have not seen that, I will link it up above, but it is a challenge that I'm doing with a bunch of other reselling YouTubers where we spent $50 on thrifted items, and then we're gonna see who makes the most profit off of those items. I only have a few, but they're selling like hotcakes, so I'm going to make some profit. I don't think I'm going to be the winner because I only have 7 items, but so happy to see these jeans in particular go since they're part of that challenge. And I paid up for them a little bit. I paid $6.99, which is my regular jeans price at Goodwill's in my area. The next sale was an Anthropologie blue chiffon hem Diletta tunic top in a size medium. This sold on Mercari for $18 as part of a bundle. I profited $16.11, and it took 47 days to sell. I got this for $1 at a Goodwill Dollar Day. I don't think that people realized that Diletta was an Anthropologie brand, so I was able to sneak this one for $1. I thought it was a pretty top. It did have a few little stains on it that made it sell for a little less than I probably could have gotten for it otherwise, but happy that that could be included as part of a bundle sale from a very nice repeat buyer, must I say. She keeps coming back to my closet, and I'm just like, Girl, you are making my day every time you purchase from me because I don't have many repeat buyers, so it's super exciting to see someone keep coming back. The next sale was an Adriana Papel new with tags, black with polka dot necktie layered top in a size medium. It sold on eBay for $31.94. I profited $21.21, and it took 36 days to sell. This was again a consignment item I got off of FLYP. $13 went on to my consignee, and I was honestly shocked at how much this went for because you can regularly find Adriana Papel at TJ Maxx's in my area. I don't know if you can find them everywhere, but now I'm going to be considering picking up Adriana Papel tops, especially if they're this style, because they're selling for pretty decent prices. 2 more sales on my over $15 profit list, and they're both American Eagle jeans. The first was a American Eagle skinny dark wash pair of jeans in a size 12. Great size. Oh my gosh, love selling size 12. They sold on eBay for $30.04. I profited $18.04, and it only took 1 day to sell. Why do you think I love selling size 12 so much? It always sells so fast for me, especially whenever it comes to American Eagle jeans. I did pay full price for these at $6.99 at my Goodwill, and I mostly just picked them up because they're a size 12. I mean, there's not much else going for them. They're just a pair of skinny jeans. They were in excellent condition, but yeah, it's crazy how much you can still get for just a pair of skinny jeans. And finally, we got the American Eagle super high-rise black jeggings in a size 8, which is another really good size to resell. It sold on Mercari for $24, and after fees, I made $20.60. It took 17 days to sell. Once again, very low days to sell because it's a great size. And again, I paid $6.99 for it at a Goodwill. Okay, let's go over some of my lowest profit sales. I have 5 of them to share with you guys. The first was an on-the-road necktie paisley long sleeve dress in a size medium. It sold on eBay for $9.94. I profited $3.85, and it took 276 days to sell. Really, every one of those metrics is just like a gut punch, like, $3, 276 days to sell. Like, you're killing me here. The only good news about this dress is that I only paid $1 for it at a Goodwill Dollar Day, but I am no longer going to be picking up these no-name brand dresses for even if they're $1. It's just not worth it, unless it is like an amazing style that I'm sure will sell for a decent price. I have been sitting on so many no-name brand dresses that I thought were pretty enough to pick up for $1. The next sale was a Victoria's Secret black slim makeup case with brush. It sold on Mercari for $8. I profited $6.67, and it took 40 days to sell. This was a consignment item. $4 went on to my consignee. Not much to say here. This is not something I would typically pick up to resell, but I'm happy that it sold pretty fast. The next sale was a Charlotte Rouge burgundy off-the-shoulder chiffon blouse in a size medium. It sold on Facebook Marketplace for $6 after fees, which were only 54 cents. This is why I love selling lower dollar items on Facebook Marketplace. I made $5.46. It took 87 days to sell, and $3 went on to my consignee. I'm sure it goes without saying, but Charlotte Rouge is not a brand that you should be picking up to resell. Ever. I don't think there is an exception to this rule. Stay away from Charlotte Rouge. It is a very, very, very cheap brand. You can get it at the actual store for like a few bucks, no matter what the item is. The next item was a full tilt smocked off-shoulder lettuce hem crop top in a size small. It sold on Poshmark for $10. After fees, I made $7, and it took 59 days to sell. This was a consignment item. About $4 went on to my consignee. This did have some flaws. The elastic was loose around the neckline, so I did mention that in the description and just took whatever I could get for it. But this style of top is a pretty good style to resell if you can find it in a good brand. And the last item I want to tell you guys about is an American Rag brown lace-up front crop top. It sold on Poshmark for $10. Once again, profited $7, and it took 53 days to sell. Consignment item from the same client. Once again, about $4 went on to my assignee. American Rag is a Macy's brand. It's in the junior section. They sometimes clearance it for pretty low prices, so you're not always going to get a very good resale value on American Rag. If you can find some really good styles in it, then you might get a little bit more, but your basic crop top isn't going to get a whole lot. All right, let's talk about totals. This week I had 50 sales. That's really good for me. I love seeing 50 sales because I think that's the most I've had in a while, which brought me in $1,221 in revenue. After my cost of goods, site fees, and any shipping costs, I made $535, which brings me to a net profit margin of 44%. Breaking it down a little bit further, I had, out of those 50 sales, 32 personal sales with an average profit of $11.13 each, and 18 consignment sales with an average profit of $9.95 each. Happy to see that those two are fairly close together, and they're both okay amounts. I would like to see them a little bit higher, but that's okay. All in all, a pretty good week for me, much better than last week. I'm hoping that as I continue with this November listing challenge, which I'm currently in the midst of, if you haven't seen any of those November listing challenge videos yet, I will post the playlist up above, but it is challenging me to post 10 items a day through the end of November, taking one day off to relax and recharge. But every other day throughout the week I'm challenging myself to list 10 items, and I'm hoping that as I continue to do that, that the sales will ramp up. Assuming that I can even do that, because I've been struggling a little bit over the past week, but I'm hoping to get more into a rhythm over this week. I hope that your guys' sales were pretty good over the first week of November. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like down below, as it really supports my channel and pushes this video out in front of more people. And if you haven't already and you're liking my reselling content, feel free to hit subscribe down below and switch the notification bell to all so that you get notifications every time I put out a new video. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!